If you can practice these 5 habits, your emotions won't run your life. Everything you need to know about emotional agility and what emotionally strong people do to take control of their emotions. Emotions are part of human nature. They tell us what we're experiencing at any point in time. If you learn to understand them better, you will be able to respond appropriately and act in alignment with your deepest values. At its core, emotional agility is your ability to experience thoughts, emotions, and events in a positive manner. It means managing your emotions in a way that does not send you into a negative tailspin, even when it would seem warranted. Emotional agility means being aware and accepting of all your emotions, even learning from the most difficult ones, writes Dr. Susan David, author of Emotional Agility. Get unstuck, embrace change, and thrive in work and life. Emotionally strong means getting to the core of your emotions and understanding how they shape your view of the world and your perspective on a given situation. When you are emotionally agile, you understand what makes you happy and aim for those positive experiences. You deeply understand what upsets you and why. Some people are naturally more in touch with their emotions than others, but we can all learn a few ways to improve our emotional intelligence. Emotionally agile people have a lot of things in common. 1. They define their emotions. Emotional literacy is a prerequisite for empathy and psychological resilience. Gina Senerigi. How do you deal with your difficult emotions? Some people try to wish them away, bottle them up, or allow their emotions to dictate their next action. It can be easier than you think to hide, to essentially run from a troubling emotion and replace it with another. This is often seen in people who are dealing with bad news in their lives. Defining your emotions can help you build emotional awareness, which can make it easier to control yourself even when things may be fallen apart. To improve your emotional agility, ask yourself how well you feel. Do you feel restless, agitated, or anxious? With that knowledge, allow yourself to feel it and watch it fade. When you are sad, allow yourself to feel sad. Then try to get in touch with what made you sad and what will make you feel better. Understand whether your sadness is temporary or long-term, and how it can drive you forward, rather than hold you in its grasp. When you accept your emotional state, even the worst demons usually back down in no time. It's easier said than done, but with practice, you can control yourself better. 2. Spend their emotions wisely. Feelings trigger thoughts. Some thoughts drive actions. Being ignorant of what feelings are driving your thoughts and actions is being emotionally unaware. Krishna Sagar Rao. A person with little or no emotional agility will often mismanage their emotions by either overreacting or underreacting to a given situation. For example, they might inject emotions into a situation that does not necessarily warrant them. They might also wear their hearts on their sleeves. People with emotional agility spend their emotions wisely. They know how to carefully discern a crisis and manage their emotions toward a solution rather than panicking and falling into an emotional turmoil that might make a challenging situation worse rather than better. When you are tuned into your feelings and into your current situation, emotional agility can mean instead of reacting to a crisis or a temporary setback, you focus your energy on finding possible solutions. 3. They remain objective even when they are emotionally invested. People may not remember what you said, but they will remember how you made them feel. Maya Angelou. A significant trait of emotionally unintelligent people is their inability to be tolerant of other people or to remain objective when needed. Objectivity does not mean you do not have or feel emotional responses in difficult times. Instead, it means you know how to respond to your emotions to meet the needs of the current situation. It might mean you let cooler heads prevail during a tense situation, rather than devolving into an argument or into a physical altercation. People with emotional agility know how to take a step aside, not a step back, in order to allow a difficult moment to pass, or to allow a difficult situation to sort itself out. Emotionally agile people know their emotional triggers and guard against them. They use their emotional intellect to help themselves and others find workable solutions to life's big and small trials. They do not look for confrontation, but when faced with it, they handle it aptly. 4. They recognize and accept their core instincts. Never deny your feelings, because the more you do, the stronger it becomes. Clyde Lee Dennis. Often, people without emotional agility mismanage their emotions because they simply do not understand the appropriate emotional response to a given situation or to a new situation. They release their emotions in the search for relief rather than from a desire to understand. They might also fearfully shy away from change or newness, even when it would create a better situation for them. A person without emotional agility may stay in a job or an unhealthy romantic relationship they dislike because of the comfort of routine rather than accept a higher position or a breakup that requires change and personal development. People with emotional agility choose courage over comfort in order to do what is most important to them. They are able to confront, cope with, and reroute the emotions that might cause them to create a skewed view of themselves and their social circle. Emotionally agile people can create a healthy life balance that typically leads to effective goal setting, strong interpersonal relationships, and sustainable professional ones. They use their emotions as the basis for the plans they make for their future and for the future of the people they cherish. 5. They are emotionally flexible. Emotions influence every action we take, so the more we are aware of our feelings, the more we gain conscious control over our lives. Jessica Moore. Another way to think of emotional agility is as emotional maturity. Because emotions are contagious, emotionally immature people can affect the people and the world around them more than they think. When people are not aware of the way their emotions infect others, they can turn the emotions of an entire room of people, becoming the life of the party or the reason a party flops, without batting an eye. People with emotional agility are capable of adjusting their emotions to specific situations. They form strong emotional ties, use emotions to forge solutions rather than add to a problem, and welcome change, especially when it is advantageous. Emotionally intelligent people work hard to cultivate and develop their emotional intelligence. They view the world through a clear lens and look forward to new and exciting goals, growth, and self-development. At least some portion of their personal fulfillment comes from helping others, and because they know how contagious emotions can be, they choose their company carefully. Emotions, we all have them, right? Having emotions, though, does not mean they have to have control of you. Instead, practicing emotional agility can mean you know, or learn, how to successfully navigate negative emotions and how to make the most of positive ones. Emotional agility is a tool. It means having discernment, compassion, empathy, and a healthy inner perspective. According to Dr. Susan David, the ultimate goal of emotional agility is to keep a sense of challenge and growth alive and well throughout your life. The ability to recognize and comprehend your emotions can help each of us succeed after adversity and create our own happily ever after.